Chinese President Xi Jinping nagdeklarang nakakatakot na utos sa China gumamit ng baril sa West Philippine Sea. Ayon sa nakalap nating impormasyon, babalang aarestuhin daw tayo ng China sa petsang ito ng June 15. Sa oras na sila daw dito ay may maabutan Pilipinong pumapasok sa West Philippine Sea. Ayon kay President Xi, gagawin daw ito ng China sa lahat ng trespasser sa South China Sea. Pero hindi pa man nila ito ipinapatupad, tinutukan na ng baril ng China mga Pilipino sa West Philippine Sea.
Nakawawa ang maglalaot sa Escalburusion, parang hayop na itinataboy. Halos hindi ka duruin ng kamay, baril ang idudurok sa'yo doon. Ganun katapang mga China. Sinaway ka nila, hindi pwedeng kamay lang na ganun, baril ang igaganon sa'yo. Go home, go home, go Philippines, sabihin sa amin. Siyempre kami naman po, walang kalaban-laban. Time po kasi nung Lunes ng hapon, naglipat kami ng punduanan namin para, kasi medyo mahangin, malaking gulong, malaking alon, kaya nagtago kami sa medyo malinaw. Ay yung nagtabi na kami ng Coast Guard na isang bangka, dumating na ngayon yung China Coast Guard na malaki, binubusinahan kami. 10 bis siguro nagbusina, tapos mamaya-maya binaba na yung rubber boot, pinapawi niya na kami. Kasi nga bawal daw kaming mangisda doon kasi wala daw permit na nanggaling sa kanila, pwede tayo mangisda doon. Uwi na lang po kami para hindi kami masaktan. Lugi nga po sir kahit walang mayuwi sa pamilya. Baka yung grocery lang may pamigay, yun lang mabitbit namin. Talagang wala talagang kita.
Yung nagturudo po kayo para mapunta po doon.
Opo. Ay hindi po, laki ng konsumo nun, sa mga 250,000 ang konsumo nun.
Tapos hindi na lang lugi po yun?
Lugi po, wala. Hindi siya kumita ng halos 40,000, hindi pa bininta. Sobrang laking lugi kasi pagpauli sa amin.
Kung hindi po kayo nabigyan ng Chinese, magkano po sana kitain?
Baka siguro po, kayang kumita ng kahit mga 350, 400.
Pero buwelta ni BBM sa China, sinabing hindi daw ito mapapayagan. Subukan nyo kaming arestuhin, kami sa inyo ay lalaban. Walang baril-baril kami pag inyo'y tinutukan.
Sir, China reportedly approved the policy which allows the Chinese Coast Guard to detain any perceived trespasser in the seas that they claim as theirs. Your reaction to this, sir?
Well, that kind of action would be completely unacceptable to the Philippines. Of course, once again, I do not talk about the operational details, so you will leave it to us. But the position that we take is that that is unacceptable, and we will take whatever measures to always protect our citizens.
Kaya kung si President Xi nagbigay ng babala, si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos din ay nagbigay ng utos sa mga sundalong humandang ipaglaban ng soberanya at demokrasya ng ating bansa sa gitna ng mas lalong umiinit at lumalala girian sa China ng ating teritoryo. Babalang di tayo matatakot sa hamon at banta.
I, President Ferdinand R. Marcos of the Republic of the Philippines and Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Philippines, hereby, you will protect the life and liberty of our people. You will defend the sovereignty of the state, and you will ensure the integrity of the national territory. You will abide by these words, even in the most trying of circumstances. For when we say Bagong Pilipinas, we do not only mean a great nation yet to come. We also refer to a great nation that we are actively building one day at a time. Bagong Pilipinas is now being slowly born. This is a time of birth pains, sadly of opportunism, blatant attempts of destabilization, and last ditch to cling to the rapidly disappearing past. But we must be resolute. We must hold on. We cannot turn back. The people can see and feel the progress and peace which we have worked on for the past 2 years. The Southern Front has been relatively quiet. Development has replaced the blast of bombs and cannons and booms. What we are facing now are a blatant disregard of international accepted principles and deployment of weapons of mass distraction by parties who seek to drive a wedge between a united citizenry. But people are not fooled. They can see through such schemes. So these attempts to divert our attention and dissipate our energy better spent on making the country should not draw us away from the urgent tasks ahead. And that is to keep our people safe in their homes, our territory secure, our defenses against threats strong, and our democracy stable. You are now inductees in the national effort to attain the following: against parties whose fossilized ideas have been rejected by a people tired of war. No quarter will be given, but we offer peace of the principled kind that will uproot the causes of social discontent. Against intruders who have been disrespecting our territorial integrity, we will vigorously defend what is ours, but our conduct always guided by law and our responsibility as a rules-abiding member of the community of nations. Against evolving threats that harm our people and corrode social and political trust, we will be adept, we will be flexible, and we will be ready in repelling such things. So to carry this out, our future cadets will have to be ready. To the PMA instructors, I recognize your hard work in providing responsive military education and ensuring that our cadets are equipped to become worthy protectors of our state. The PMA has long been a reliable institution in nation building. However, in this time of great complexity, the PMA needs to step up and take on the task of ensuring that the next generation of leaders in the country are ready for the emerging and future challenges. So I direct the DND and the AFP leadership to review the PMA curriculum to ensure that our cadets will be equipped with the 21st century skills necessary to counter conventional and asymmetric threats. In the digital battlefield, a clear vision for truth, integrity, and patriotism are necessary tools to combat attempts at disinformation and infiltration. And to all the members of the AFP, be assured that this government has a continued assurance in improving the welfare and morale of our uniformed officials and personnel, and of course, to include your respective families. Kaysa ang lakas ng bagong sinag, sama-sama tayong maglalakbay tungo sa inaasam na mas mapayapa at maunlad na bagong Pilipinas. Once again, a snappy salute to the brave men and women of the Bagong Sinag class of 2024. Mabuhay ang Philippine Military Academy! Mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas!
Ngayon ikaw, bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.